Hey, by the way, Foch.
Yeah.
You look awful tan.
I was just away for 6 days.
Really?
St. Martin.
Ooh.
Enjoying the sun.
Pinky's out. Must be
Enjoying
nice.
the sun.
I mean,
water.
I'm a little tan. I was away too.
Yeah.
Not together. It would have been nice. I would have loved to have been the same.
Well, yeah, we tried, but
yeah.
we
So I was down in
happen.
Clearwater.
Yeah.
Watching a little baseball, a little spring training. I got some sun too.
You did.
Yeah. I mean, it was a competition. You got darker than me, though. I got a little burnt. Not, I got.
I see it. I see
got
it.
a little skid patch.
Yeah,
right
but
here.
that's all right.
Well, I had to shave my head. It just happens.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know you and like myself
Right.
travel with cigars.
Oh, I travel everywhere with
You got to
cigars.
bring, especially going to St. Martin's, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
So, same thing. Travel, bring cigars.
Mm-hmm.
But today we're talking about what to everything travel with cigars. You know what I
Right.
mean? Whether you're going out for a night or you're going away for a week.
Sure.
Everything to travel with cigars. We're going to talk about the accessories that can help you out so your cigars don't get damaged, they stay in great shape,
Yep.
and obviously, you protect your investment.
Yes.
Right? So you ready to get into it?
I am.
But you know what we got to do first?
Yep.
We got to smoke.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
My man. So I was just on vacation, and I chose to take my Zikar travel humidor, and I chose it in the 15 count because I was going away for quite a few days.
Right.
And I chose the Holtz branded one.
Right. So basically, it's the same model. It's made by Zikar, but it has the
Correct.
Holtz logo.
Right. Throw a Boveda pack in, and
Nice.
you're good to go.
That's good. You were
Yeah.
representing.
Yep.
Represent. Well, that's good. Listen, travel humidors are a great way. Like when you're going, whether it's a weekend or a week, a vacation. But like for me, I have a 5 count
Yep.
Zikar that's also Holtz branded that I love taking for me, like when I golf.
Right.
Because when I'm going to throw into a golf bag, I like the protection that it adds, right? I love the fact that it's it's hard plastic. It has the latches that seal, it keeps the humidity in. It's waterproof, so if you're on if you're a fisherman like Foch,
if you're on the boat,
fisher
it's
of men,
perfect.
you want to go on the boat. If your cigar case falls in the water, you could always fetch it out.
It's going to float.
It'll float. You can always fetch it out.
Yeah.
But that's a great way to protect your cigars, and it's really to me it's value driven too.
Yeah.
It's not an expensive proposition, but cigars are an investment.
Sure.
And especially when you're taking cigars with you when you're away.
Yep.
You really want to enjoy them. But like as I said, it's not just for being away. You have the 15 count.
Right.
There's a 10 count. There's a 5 count. They even have
Then there's a big
they have the
suitcase.
big one, like they call them
Yeah.
like the John Wayne series.
Yeah.
You go bananas with that thing. It's like 30 cigars, right?
Yeah.
You gotta go on the beach. You start running from mayor. You start handing cigars. Cigar for you. Cigar for you. Cigar for you. Right?
Yep.
I picture you in that. I picture you doing that.
Yeah, just
Telling
walking
people,
around with the case.
asking
You need a
people,
cigar?
asking people if they recognize
Yeah.
you. Be like, you know who I am?
You know who I am?
Be like, well, no. Be like, but if you're gonna be a cigar, I'll pretend like I know. Be like, I'm the guy from the YouTube thing with the flashes and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw you flexing on people. By the way, I was looking at your social media. I saw you with the Holtz shirt. You're hoping to be
Yeah.
recognized on the beaches of St. Martin's.
Yep.
Did anybody come up to you and say
No.
you're Foch?
No.
Okay. But I can see you flexing like that. Well, I'm glad you.
I was representing.
You represent. Well,
Not
that's
flexing.
good. No, that's good. And you got your cigars there, and they were protected.
And they were
Yeah.
pristine.
So that's one way. So Foch, another great travel humidor is this Project Carbon series.
They are
so
nice.
I actually have one of these myself. It comes in a multitude of colors, a lot of different color combinations, and this is kind of like a crossover where like a case for your your
Yeah.
pocket case
Yeah.
would meet a travel humidor. So what I do is let me open it up for everybody. So this has like a place for everything, which I love. So it has a little pocket. I'm gonna show everybody. For your cigars.
Yep.
Then it has little pockets here for your accessories. And what I do is I put a Boveda pack right in here with my cigars.
Right.
Now again, it's not as airtight as the Zikar, but for a travel, even if it's a week or 2 weeks, I mean, how long are you going to go away? Listen,
Right.
Then I would probably advocate something that seals tighter. But for a vacation, a week, 10 days, this will fit the bill. So Boveda inside there, zip it up, and then let's face it, it's kind of a badass way to travel.
Right.
I mean, some people feel funny about carrying a case.
That's
around.
fashionable.
I think it is. I mean, I think, especially in Europe, I got to give people in Europe credit. Like we were in Italy, like a lot of the men there, they carry like a man bag.
Man bag,
And
yeah.
let me tell you something. It's pretty cool looking. So, I mean, I don't feel like, like weird about carrying this around. Like for me, it's a statement.
I would carry it, yeah.
And a matter of fact, when I do travel with it, so many people ask me about it. So Project Carbon is a great travel humidor. Protect your cigars, and I like the fact I could bring all my accessories with me. So I'm not searching what bag's my lighter in, what bag's my cutter in.
Right,
you
right,
know?
right.
And the one word of advice I would give you, if you're going to be traveling with a torch lighter, you have to check it in. You don't want to carry it on. So people ask
they'll take your cutter, your lighter.
Right, people ask that a
it in.
lot.
Yeah.
So, you know, a regular soft flame lighter can go carry on, but when it comes to traveling, if you're going to bring a torch lighter, you want to check it, and you check it inside there if you like.
Right.
You know, or sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually check my luggage with my lighter in it, and I'll carry my cigars on me because I'm worried about the baggage handlers winging my cigars around.
Yep.
So, you know, just a couple things to keep in mind when we're talking about travel and keeping your cigars right. For me, I like them. I put them in my backpack on the plane with me.
Right.
And then, you know, I might check my lighter. So, especially if you're going away, like, you know, a lot of times I'm going away somewhere where it's warm, beach, golf. I want something that's going to withstand the wind.
Right.
So, but I think they're both great choices. If you're looking for a little bit more like pizzazz, I would say.
Yes.
Project Carbon.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Right?
They're
beautiful. And dude, they come in like red and black, like really yellow, black, really eye-popping colors.
Yeah.
So travel humidors go. Great choices either way.
Right.
You can't mess with either one of them.
Right. And then next we have the, you know, your traditional 3-finger cigar case.
Right.
You know, we have a couple different variations to my right.
Yeah, so you have the Brizard, which this is
dynamite.
By the way, dude, talk about match your fit. Look at that.
That's nice.
You carry that around?
With this
They'll
outfit,
think you're Italian royalty.
cedar lined.
Right, that's right by Brizard. Brizard is a
Two dividers.
Beautiful, beautiful. And people ask us at times because it's cedar lined, can I wet the cedar and put my cigars in there? It's really not necessary. Keep in mind when it comes to pocket cases, they're for an evening out, maybe 2 days max.
Right.
They're not meant to keep your cigars fresh. They're meant to protect your cigars.
Yeah, night on the town.
Right, a night on the town. And, you know, so what I like about the Brizard, it's a hard case, and there's a layer of aluminum, then cedar. So it really, if you push on it, it's not going to crack the cigars.
Protect your cigar. Yep.
Protect the cigars, and obviously it makes a great finish. And this comes in a lot of different finishes. Their big thing with Brizard is different exotic woods and leather finishes. Right. But you know, pocket cases, again, they're not humidors. And you know, let's face it, they always look better than saying, hey, to your wife or your significant other, you carrying a purse tonight, or you, like, in other words, they hand them off in a Ziploc bag to your wife. Hey, then you got to be like, hi, hon, can I see your purse? You know, like, you know, to me, it's like, own it.
Right.
You know, get a pocket case. You know, even if you don't have a suit jacket on, put it in the breast pocket, just carry it with you. To me, it's like, you know, it means you're in the game.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's a great choice for you. Then, well, I guess it's your favorite. That's when you brought to the golf course.
Yep.
The Ashton case,
Ashton
right?
3-finger leather, yep.
So Ashton 3-finger leather case. This one, you know,
Calf skin.
Beautiful piece. You know, it's leather lined on the inside.
And it's really soft inside, so.
Right, and that's what you want, because if you have a cigar that's not cellophaned, right, you want to make sure that the inside is leather lined, but soft leather.
Correct.
Because otherwise it'll tear up your cigar.
Right.
And, you know, they're telescopic, which is great, just like the Brizard. So in other words, you have a longer cigar, it'll extend. And if you have a shorter cigar, it'll compress. So, but again, it's got really nice stitching. Ashton synonymous quality. It's a beautiful piece, and to me, I'd be proud to carry this around, you know, out on a night on a town, like you said. And it's nice because it's three finger, so maybe 2 for you, 1 for a friend,
Share with a
or
friend,
1 for you, 2 for a friend.
Sure.
Depending on how much you like that friend.
Yeah.
Right.
I would give you 2.
Oh man, you're just saying that, by the way.
No, I'm not.
Well, you know what? I would give you 2 too. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
2 as well.
Yes.
All right. 2 sounds weird.
No.
Yeah, a little bit.
T2 T-O-O.
Oh, okay. Thanks for clearing that up.
Also.
Thanks for clearing that up.
You didn't know that.
Oh, you're right, Doc. I didn't know. What do I know? I mean, I'm not a doctor like you. And then, last but not least, you want to break down this for the
So yeah, we have the
VSOL.
The VSOL black leather, which is a value case.
It is value. It is. Great value.
Great value, definitely worth the money. Again, this is very soft inside. The leather is a little stiffer, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's going to keep your cigars safe from getting crushed.
Does its job.
Does its job. Also telescopic, like the Ashton, so you could fit a multitude of sizes in there.
Yeah, and I like the fact, like the one you have in your hand, Foch, that'll hold the big ring gauges too. So
Thicker.
a lot of people struggle with that. If you're a big ring gauge smoker, A lot of times the traditional pocket cases might not hold a Gordo or bigger. That actually has, accommodates a big ring gauge, which, it's always nice to know.
Which is good for me too, because I do tend to smoke bigger ring gauges. So
Well, especially when you're away. Time's not a problem. So you're sitting back, you're kicking back, you want something that's going to last an hour or more. That's where the big ring gauge comes in handy. So that VSOL is a great value, and it protects the cigars. Ultimately, that's what we're talking about. All these items protect your investment.
Right.
And we all know, obviously, it's an investment.
It absolutely
right? You want
is
to
an
smoke? Well,
investment.
it's a little investment.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. It's like insurance, right? This is like insurance.
Yep.
So whether you're going over a friend's house maybe, or going away for a weekend, or maybe an international trip, you want to make sure your cigars are protected and you travel properly. A nightmare scenario would be like, you carelessly pack your cigars and then you get to your destination and you're looking forward to smoke, especially cigars you've saved for a while. Like I've been saving this for a special occasion and they're all busted up. I mean, there's nothing wrong with supporting the local tobacconists wherever you might be.
Right.
But you want to make sure that your cigars, I actually select cigars for each day. Like I'll be like, well, Saturday we're going here to dinner, and after dinner I'm going to smoke this Opus X Oscuro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I really plan that out. Like, like women plan their shoes out.
Yeah.
Like this night, I'm wearing this, the heels, the pumps, the wedges, the flats. I know this because I'm married, by the way. Just don't be thinking funny about me. But yeah, I plan out cigars like women plan out their shoes.
Yeah, I don't do that, but
You don't?
Nah, I don't plan it out.
You're not a cigar connoisseur.
Listen, I bring what I bring, and
I bring what I bring when the mood strikes you.
that's it.
I love it. Well, guess what? There's nothing wrong shooting from the hip.
Nah.
I like it. But I guarantee there's people out there that are watching us right now that are both schools, right?
Yeah.
They're like a planner like
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Right? And then there's
There's
people
definitely
like
a
you
lot
that
of
just shoot
people.
from the hip.
Yeah.
As soon as you land, you're all Sean God from the plane. You're drunk and you smoke the best cigar in your bag while you're eating pizza.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
At the,
but,
what do you call it? Like what they call that?
I don't even know.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing
Yeah,
on the
you're-
side of the road.
That thing. No. So you're one of those guys that gets there, old jagad from the plane ride, because you drank because you're a nervous flyer.
Yeah.
And you rip into your bag and you smoke the best cigar. Right
off the plane.
Right off the plane. Before you even get to the resort. Right? You're not waiting for sunset.
Nope.
But shooting from the hip's good. I like that. Which is that's a departure from your usual baby steps into the pool.
Right.
So that's like part of just jumping into a pool.
Yeah.
So I like that you do that. It's a different side of you I've never seen before.
Yeah.
But think about it. When we were in Italy, how great was that?
That was great.
No, we did plan out what we were bringing.
We did.
Right?
We
So
did.
no Bless, La Roma de Cuba Noblesse was new to the market.
Yep.
And we procured a box and we divvied it up.
Yep.
Right? And we took it to Italy with us.
Yeah.
We put it in our travel
I had
cases.
my Zikar travel case with
Right.
me. Yep.
Right. And we put it in our travel cases and we had a phenomenal time. I mean, how great was that? Standing,
Trip of a lifetime.
standing in Positano on the side of a cliff, like looking at the
Yeah.
water, smoking Noblesse.
Beautiful.
Right, and we didn't have to think about it because we knew our cigars were protected.
Yep.
So it's all good. I mean, even in the courtyard, remember at the hotel, the guy yelled at us because we were getting a little rambunctious.
It was later at night.
I'm almost embarrassed to tell them what we were listening to that we got yelled
Well,
at.
you don't have to.
No, I'm telling you.
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Well, listen,
what we
I'm
were-
going to blame my wife.
That's fine, but I don't even remember what we were listening to.
I remember because I think the Italian guy didn't like it. I think he was okay
you think
with
that's
it.
why he hollered at us?
I think he was fine with the cigar smoke. He was fine with the wine we were drinking and the noise we were making. He didn't like our music selection.
All right, so
the
what
girls
was it? I forgot.
insisted on listening to Barry Manilow because my wife's a fan
Are
of
you
it.
kidding me?
Yeah, the Italian guy. Dude, he was fine when we had anything else on. We had Sinatra. We had a little Louis Prima. We had Dean Martin.
Man,
As soon as we put Barry Manilow up, the
Thank
guy
God
came
I
up the
was-
steps and he gave us one of these.
Thank God I was drunk or something because I don't remember Barry Manilow being on.
Barry Manilow was on. We got booted. But I'll tell you what.
What?
We got to enjoy our
Yes, we did,
cigars.
yeah.
We finished our cigars like gentlemen. We turned off Barry Manilow.
And got some shut-eye.
And then we crept down the bed like little kids that got yelled at.
Yeah.
But it was an experience.
Yeah.
But listen, it's all about the experience, and it's obviously enjoying the experience, and that's what we're talking about today. This is an insurance plan in your investment to make sure they're protected. So when you get to your destination, and maybe you get to Italy and you get yelled at by the same guy, just don't play Manilow.
Yeah,
you'll
don't
be
play
fine.
Barry Manilow. You should be good.
Right. Play Louis Prima or Dean Martin. Good. By the way, all those people I mentioned, the real Italians. I see a trend here. He'd have no problem with Dean Martin, Italian. Frank Sinatra, Italian. Louis Prima, Italian. As soon as we played a non-Italian that sings show tunes,
cut us off.
Cut us right off. So let that be a lesson to you. Keep that in mind. Listen, we're not just full of cigar tips.
No.
Travel tips too.
Yeah.
No Fanilo goes with Manilow. All right? So Hopefully you enjoyed the video. But before we depart, make sure you hit that like button.
Smash the subscribe button.
And we'll see you here next time. Yeah, dude. That guy was mad as a hornet.
I don't even remember.
He was mad as an Italian hornet.
I don't remember Barry Manilow.
He didn't like it. As soon as that went on, as soon as I heard, at the Copacabana, he came up, he went, hey, stop at the noise. Yeah, he did one of these. Yeah, that was it.
That's
I
great.
got my one, I gulped it like a 10-year-old. I was like getting yelled at by my father.
Yeah.
But he did let us finish our cigars.
Yeah.
You know, and your wife was smoking on the trip too, which was nice.
Yep.